Cuckoo, hello everyone. For this video, I thought I would share what I have liked this autumn season. It goes from fashion to food to just random items that I think you may find interesting. So let's get into it. We will call this first category analog because I have been in the mood to get back into physical media, from books to just paper-based material. I have been back in my daughter era, just considering reopening my Tumblr. But in the meantime, I just purchased a bunch of stationery. Up until now, I would only use Notion for my life planning, like to-do lists. I want to go back to the good old planner. I've been going down this rabbit hole. There's so many planners. It's like a cult following apparently for the Hobonichi journal, but I found this one. It's by MIDORI MD paper. It's just very intuitive. I love how you can track the phases of the moon, and then you have your weekly spread, which I love because it kind of indicates when it's daytime and when it's like just sleep hours. I don't know, it's very intuitive for me visually, and it's cute. Hopefully we use it, okay? Because it's not just because it's cute that I bought this. I tried bullet journaling years ago, but I need something that has a proper layout that I can just fill out. I also purchased the Moleskine journal. This one has 400 pages. Typically they have 250 pages. I just go through my journals so quickly. I have been reading The Artist's Way, which is a book about unlocking your creativity. One of the assignment is to write 3 morning pages, stream of consciousness, and I've been going through these 2 journals. There are literally more pages on this journal alone, and I will be looking to purchase this leather cover for my journal. I think I am ready to invest in a good piece that can last me a lifetime, and I can just carry my media with me everywhere. And of course I went to Muji to buy more stationery. I got another planner, just more things for to-do lists, and this is what, masking tape. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. I got this pencil case. This is by Midori. I think what started to happen this year is just overuse of my phone. I started to feel like it was literally attached to my hand, and that's kind of a gross feeling. Still on the theme of paper, I got a very special calendar. Not your typical calendar. This is a 90-day calendar. Yes. For a quarter. So this is made by Damon Dominic. Actually, he gifted me 2, so thank you, Damon. I will be using them for sure.
How much I weigh now?
1 week away from 74.
It's coming in. It's starting to fill out. I got 0.85.
Well, where's the distribution? Like in the chest? In the like, what's going on?
In my brain. So yeah, 2 more weeks though. I got this week and next week. And after what you just brought here, the Merveille app, I'll probably hit it tomorrow.
But if you're familiar with the 12-week year or the framework that it's more achievable to set goals on a 3-month basis, well then you know what to do with this, so you can kind of track your progress. And this is the 365 view that just allows you to see your year at a glance. There's so many ways to use this calendar too. It comes with this card, and there's a QR code for you to scan and check how to use the calendar. You could think it's just a calendar, right? You could just buy a calendar or even print one. It's just more, it is way more approachable for me to go about goals on a 90-day basis, because it's just 90 days, right? It's just 3 months, just 1 season. And honestly, it's very nicely made. It's very aesthetic too. That helps, right? So this next item is very specific to me. So you know how sometimes you're brainstorming, maybe solo or with people, and typically you're using your laptop or just paper. It feels like the medium you're using is very limiting, like limiting your ideas and your creativity. So if you don't know, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I feel like my brain is racing too fast for the screen, if that makes sense. So I have purchased this mala paper from IKEA. So it's basically just drawing paper for kids, but it's huge. It's like 30 meters long, and I just write my ideas down. Like, I have to see I need my medium to match the expansiveness of my mind, I guess. Think in visuals, like with graphs and stuff. You don't want to think in words, and this is when it comes in handy. And I also got this whiteboard. I bought this on Amazon. I need to write my big ideas. That's what I need to do, okay? Is that flipped? When this feels too limiting or too conforming, this is where you get to go wild, and you can also just erase it so it's not permanent. It feels more explorative to me. I know it's just a random whiteboard you can get, but it really works with my way of thinking, the way my brain works. And it comes with this adjustable thing that you can put on a table or a flat surface. I just realized how lopsided this angle is because I'm sitting on a corner. So yeah, I hope you're okay, because I'm not. I just checked the viewfinder. I think the next category is food. I thrifted this cup. It looks good, right? I did not know it was thermochromic. So this is actually merch, I guess, from Ruff. He's an artist. I had to Google him. I did not know. I have some instant coffee in it. I don't know why this is so cool. Look at this, look at this. I'm pouring hot water. Look at this. This is so cool to me. Guys, I bought this a month ago. This is the only cup that I use for my hot beverages. Like, it could be dirty. I'm gonna clean it before I reach out for a clean cup. That's how much I like it. It feels like I get to do alchemy every day. I don't know, it's so cool to me. I love to thrift, just kitchenware, homeware, in random places. And this was a pleasant surprise. And I also got to discover a new artist, so cheers to that. Okay, so this one is very special. It takes me back to when I used to live in Korea. I used to buy this all the time, and it's nowhere to be found here in France. This is green tea milk spread. Guys, this is so good. This right here doesn't exactly taste like matcha. It's more like green tea, like proper green tea flavor, like kind of milky. It's just the perfect flavor. Guys, I'm going insane. I've been indulging in it, and I'm eating it so slowly. It goes so well with the season and with a nice black Americano coffee. And this is by the brand Osulloc. It's a very popular tea producer in South Korea. Too good. Too good. Up next, guys, I have the craziest thing to show you. The next category is fashion, and I actually have to get up for this one, so you know this pink color. Guys, if you know me, you know I love Acne Studios. I feature the brand in all the vlogs. Top 3 favorite brands. And this autumn, I only had one item on my wish list for fashion, and it was a pair of boots. Originally, I wanted these, you know, very slender, holding the calf, black boots with a pretty reasonable heel. But then these found me on Vinted. They are a beauty. So these are brown leather boots. They have a very interesting toe, kind of squarey, kind of like a triangle. I love how Acne does shoes with a twist always. It has a leaf pattern, or at least that's what I see. I see autumn leaves. My brother said he sees thunder, or he sees like a cloudy sky. It is whatever you want it to be. It is life. These have been great to wear as well, and I have so many more outfits that I want to wear these with. But yeah, they're so cute. So I think you can see the pattern. These are the boots my 17-year-old self was thinking of getting one day. Not exactly these, but I've always in my head perceived boots, heeled boots at that, to be very grown women. Like my teachers would wear those and I'd be like, yeah, that's what it looks like to be 30, to be 40. Well, there you go. I found these this year and it's so funny because I remember reading magazines, like fashion magazines. I remember cutting like this boot. I think it was Beyonce wearing it. It was a brown, more like camel colored boot. And I was like, oh my God, I want that when I'm older. And when I saw these boots, I kind of had a flashback to that moment. Yeah, these are very emotionally charged, I guess. The second clothing item is this songmont bag. It's called the Lunar bag or Luna. Your plain black leather bag, pretty classical, but I don't have anything like that. And I think this year I've been wanting to step into more classic items, so basics, but still with a twist, you know? Like, I cannot be too basic. So this one is cool because you can shape it. Kind of looks like a dumpling. I don't know if that's intentional. So yeah, it's super cool. It's a very interesting shape. And this is more night out if you want to wear it like this. Still blends in an outfit. It's not like a statement piece per se, but then you can still make it special. Quality is very good. It's a decent size where you can fit the essentials plus extra. Can I fit my journal in this? No, you cannot. I think I can fit my green tea spread in it. Who would know there's green tea spread in this bag? The next item is more of a concept. It's the concept of burgundy cherry wine colors. So I've been into it a lot lately and I think it's the perfect transition between autumn and winter, which is not like the obvious reds and browns. It's more like sultry. Not too long ago I went to the MAC shop because I needed a new powder and I got this liquid blush recommended. It is so pretty, guys. Like, oh my God. This is the shade Plummy Bear. I'm wearing it now on my cheeks and kind of on my lips. So this is a close-up and it's just gorgeous to me. This shade feels more grown, more sexy and sultry because I've been using this coral, kind of like pink coral shade by Rare Beauty, and it's nice, but it's still like very flushed. Yeah, I just think it's a more elevated color for my skin tone. So if you have a similar skin complexion, get into this one, really. But overall, I have been into burgundy. My nails are a bit overgrown now, but I typically don't reach out for these reddish colors. If you're a black girl, you know how some red tones can make your knuckles appear darker and it just does not suit your skin tone. But I think this shade specifically, I don't know, I think I picked the right one. It looks so good. I love this new plum craze I'm in. I think I found my color, really. You might see me in plum, burgundy, wine, cherry type of colors more. I feel grown. I feel like, oh, okay, let's talk now. This next category is digital media. So October and November gifted me with amazing albums. I've been waiting on Summer Walker to come back and she just dropped an album. Lily Allen, Daniel Caesar, Gally Matias, like those are just artists that I really, really love and listen to their albums from top to finish. Summer Walker puts crack in her music. Truly. Like, it's her third album and I just rinsed that first night. It's crazy. Can I relate to what she's talking about? Not really. I don't live that lifestyle. But spiritually, I relate. Does that make sense? You gotta bring up, boy, don't blow it. Let me have my eye, put you on notice. Take me out this club. I wanna go home with you. Yes, we can be together, but you gotta let me first time. For you want me slaving over a hot stove just to keep you home with the answer no, no. I did not expect Lily Allen to drop music. When she dropped It's Not Me, It's You, I was a teenager. That album changed me. Like, this was when I was in my gloomy era. Like, this was when I was kind of emo and just very existential. I was a very existential teenager. I love this new album, West End Girl. The material is pretty sad. It's about how her ex-husband cheated on her and is just a piece of shit. But it makes for great music. It makes for great music. Yes. It's giving stop talking and I'm just sleepwalking. I'm just a girl. And to end this favorites video, I will share my new favorite YouTubers because, you know, I'm a YouTube kid. I be on YouTube day in, day out. There's this girl, her name is Ember Aquila. She's a Canadian DJ living in Shanghai, and she makes these kind of coming of age videos, but she shares her experience and she gives advice to women specifically, but it's really not gender based. Like, it's just, to me, common sense. And I love to find people who have common sense online because this is a rarity. I really like her content because it's very timely for this season of my life of change and becoming and unbecoming. Even if it's not something I agree with, I like how she lays her arguments for you to be the judge and use critical thinking. So I really like Ember Aquila. Another YouTuber that I've been liking is Tony Bravo. She is from the United States. She's more into influencer stuff, but she has good taste, genuinely, so I like to check her videos from time to time. Another channel that I've been liking is this French YouTuber. Her name is Juliette Jam. It's been hard for me to find French YouTubers that it's gonna sound so condescending maybe, but I find that I don't resonate with a lot of French people in the way that they present online. It's very clickbaity and very one-dimensional. When I do find a French YouTuber that I like, I'm like, oh yeah, you're my girl. Like, you're my girl. And it's a few people like this. There's Ruby Pigeon, like, love her channel. It's like, I see you. Like, we see each other. What else have I been into? That's pretty much it. So this is it for this video. These are all the items that I've been loving this autumn. My coffee is now cold, as you can see. This is so cool. I'm not over that. I hope you found this video interesting, or maybe that gave you ideas, maybe for the holiday season, maybe for gifts. I will try to link everything down below. I am not sponsored or an influencer. I'm just trying to help y'all if you like something, so it will be down below. So yeah, enjoy, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.